Yeah, that one couldn't be helped that time, but let me fix that as soon as I can. Let's actually fix that as soon as I can. I actually have the thing in my hand. Yeah, the stamp one and the portable one. Yeah. But there. Okay, now I can say. Greetings everyone, one and all. I'm Menos, so welcome back to my Madhouse. How's everything going? Hope everything's well with you guys. Yeah, I know that definitely worried a lot of people, but thankfully I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm okay from here. Hope everything's well. Nick Tollins, Pesket, Scorpion, Relda, thank you for looking after YouTube's end. But the other end should be good. Yeah, they're good. Now, are you sure we're going back? Are you sure we're going back to actually? Yes, I am. Yeah, given this one the eye kneel ahead of time. Yes, that works too. Good. Yes, that works too. Good. Oh no, that bot shop. Don't deal with it. Don't deal with that one. That one's okay. Stream Elements one is okay. Yeah, seriously. Hopefully everyone's doing fine from here. Yeah, me after recovering through quite the hellstorm, I've been doing great. I've been doing at least great so far right now. Well, Limit Saint, welcome. Hope everyone's well. Who we shooting here? Yeah. And that was the test of chat. Who are you shooting? Don't worry, we already took care of it. We already took care of the crook. We already took care of the crook, but yeah. Just leaning towards a bit about it, yeah. Yeah, he actually had that coming. And first there was being hard-headed, and then there was that. And shove his schlop on my memorial post, that he had to go. Yeah, and that was after I banned his ass. That was after I banned him. And that did not help matters. Yeah, I was already upset and in a bad place, but yeah, that was rough news. Thankfully, all that should be fixed from here. I'll just go through that second season without the thorn in our asses this whole time. My plan is just hanging around here and then brainstorming an updated version for one of my Padoru outfits. It's not this one. This one's great. The only thing that fits is the hat toggle. I somehow have no idea how to have a hat's toggleable. 4 miles just yet. I know that can be done on Blender, not Rumble. Somehow I keep having the words confused. Somehow I keep having the words confused. That cracks. Menos happens to be me only because he has a will. Yes, and yes, in the other domain. I somehow have both privates in this virtual domain here. But I got used to it before long. I didn't realize the monster I turned into until after I got committed. ended up being a digital circus ordeal. There's some things aside. Yeah, some things aside. Pescat Scorpio notes. Tomorrow happens to be Hitomi Tanaka's birthday. Oh, sweet. Hey, thank you for reminding me. These silly shenanigans aside. So your brain's gonna be your left camera. That's why I said some things aside. Yeah, I look nothing like the monster I am here. Yeah, I forgot to take that into account. I forgot to take that into account about the digital circus. It is canon that they're just brain scans there for the amazing digital circus. Between here and the other domain is actual dimension shenanigans. Yeah, it's actual dimension shenanigans, as I've checked on my own files here. And I've checked them. And I've checked them last anniversary. I'm at last full anniversary, not last half anniversary. Although those kept being fun. You're welcome, especially your atomic sense about I just nothing. Yeah, I'm back with the milk, but no cigarettes. I don't smoke at all. No, thank you. Menos still has him as currency, however. Going back over here. Which area? Yeah, this area. No, not this area. We're not playing anything this time. Yeah, yes, this area. And then going back to this area, I might want to have assistant. Might want to adjust. No, I'm adjusting myself here. Good. Adjust myself here. Going in my room do I have the same problem? Kinda. The answer is kinda. But why is he kinda exactly? No, here. We didn't see anything harrowing. Unless it's telling us I think it's a copy. Yeah, it is. The downside of having one of my filters being an expander. That's still being picked up when taking the expander off, isn't it? Yeah, it's still taking. Yeah, that's still taken into account. That's still taken. The living room. There. Yeah, we're not playing tag here. Yeah, being seriously, I did have to take an emergency hiatus due to a loss of a family member. Yeah, Crook was rough news, but that was still family I lost. It was still messed up. But I had to take even more time there. Yeah, I had to take even more time there. I'm glad I did, just to adjust myself. Nate jokes. Okay, stop saying that I'm being into hardcore. That ain't true. I'm not playing all with the rooms. Oh yeah, Heart 4 involves chewing the target to obliteration. No, I mainly just bite the target. Although full werebeast form, that cannot be helped. Yeah, full werebeast form, that definitely cannot be helped. Oh yeah, assistant did chew me out for like buying a couple of people, eating a few people's guts. Even that was even when that was main asylum assignment. That was even when that was main asylum silent. He got pissed there. At least some cool fan art actually came out of shenanigans, but that, yeah, that was legit out of love. I have no regrets there. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the redesign thing later, but yeah, that's just mainly for one of my outfits and not for anything rash this time. Well, not this time. Yeah, especially not this time. What are you doing? And just what are you doing? Oh yeah, none of us know. Yeah, none of us just know what we're doing here. We're just chilling out. Speaking of not knowing what we're doing, I believe I released a separate alt for the separate arts for all the figurines except for Mana down there. Well, it's everything except for Mana down there. And I unfortunately keep forgetting her for some odd reason. But she happens to be a phantom, so yeah, grudges are easier that way. Yeah, grudges are definitely easier that way, but that does depend on the ghost. Likely connected to the naval area in a part of the main asylum, shockingly enough. That area was cool, but at quite the cost. Anyone else dealt with any movies recently? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that insanity check again, but I did hold myself into account and actually sat down and saw Vampire Girl versus Frankenstein Girl in full. Yeah, something's definitely not usual whatsoever. Besides that, it ended up being extremely cheesy and extremely funny. Yeah, that sort of horror comedy also ends up picking up in my own art as well. And I'm glad it does. Yeah, that is the thing with the horror genre in general. The creators are either legit whacked out or are legit angels. It's either just one extreme or the other. There's very few times it's both. And on the very few times if the darkness didn't swallow the creator, that creator's on the angel side. The biggest example in my front pocket happened to be Junji Ito. Draws stuff right straight from his own nightmares and makes them other people's nightmares, but he's actually, but from what I've all heard and seen, he's actually chill in real life. Especially as a dentist. Hey Menos, welcome back with the milk. Yeah. From Nate. Yeah, I found a rabbit tree towel at Goodwill today, which has a bunch of white rabbits in it. Oh, amazing. And congrats on the find. Yeah, I just own a simple bath towel that I carry to and from the bathroom to my bedroom, and that's on in the other domain's case. Nate jokes, okay, some random, okay, I don't taste good. Because we're from Menos, so they're gonna do like a I meant to smile there. And yeah, I legit meant to smile there. Oh yeah, check on Kiss and forget about Twitter. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I made that demand. Talk about just apologize for for that diarrhea parasite that went everywhere. Yeah, it turns out that meme actually happened on their end. Yeah, the got hold of some infected lettuce and that caused explosive diarrhea everywhere. And so far, it's not just there, it's likely in other places and areas as well. Not just restaurants, but a bunch of stores as well. Thankfully, I don't think AMI areas are dealing with that. But on the other hand, thankfully I hadn't dealt with Taco Bell in years. Stop calling there after my usual went from $10 to $15 all the way to $30 for some odd reason. It was just one specialty and 2 tacos. Yeah, shop past Pluto. I had to quit there. There's some places I like enough to where I would put up with such a price, but not there. Sometimes I miss the place, but not there. There's no way. Bring the double volcano burrito back and we're good again. Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Yeah, that's actually all I'm asking. Also, Popcorn Chicken returned KFC's case as well. But that's, oh yeah, that's from what I've seen. That was actually reported. That was actual report. I saw that report after the other report about them apologizing for explosive diarrhea. Yeah, that's not all. No way. And everyone thought it was because of the meat. Well, everyone I've talked about with this case have thought it was the meat. It was actually the lettuce this time. Yeah, it was the lettuce that got everyone that's supposed to have trouble there this time. Well, everyone that ate there. Once again, I hadn't ate in years. And it's a good thing, to go back there recently as well. Yeah, I've been living in a bathroom for like a good hour or so. No, thank you. No, no, no. And there's gonna be a Culver's location somewhere soon, allegedly, and there is a raised and Kent's location somewhere else too, but it's one of the far areas. Unfortunately, that's one of the far areas. Yeah, definitely one of our areas. It's the last I checked. And I'm looking for that area. What area? That area. Which other area are you talking about? Yeah, that area. Not the other one. There. There. Yeah, the last rabbit thing I managed to deal with was the Tippy plushie I have. But I've just been dusting my plushies and nothing else so far. That's because I don't know if some of them are machine washable or not. Allegedly most are machine washable, but some are not. Others you have to dry clean. Others you have to specifically clean them, or you'd be in trouble with those. Or you'd be in trouble with this stuffing. And that's something I don't want to deal with. That's something I would get an air dryer for. But I don't remember if any of them had heat control or not. I think that's one of the more expensive ones too. Last thing I need is recommending my plushies back there. Don't worry, the free one's still doing fine. And thankfully, everywhere else is doing okay. Everywhere else is doing okay. I'm gonna have to... And yes, we're also brainstorming on on the other Christmas outfit. Yes, the other Christmas outfit. Before we get to that, I will get into one of the mauling targets that Assistant chewing me out for. Lost 3 matches, ended up blacking out a bunch of people's guts, and that's how that was actually on assignment. I was lucky that I was on assignment from the main asylum, but Assistant still wasn't having it. I understand, yeah, Assistant still was not having that. He was just sick of everything. Yeah, man, he was just sick of everything in general. Yes, I have a fan art in the script right now, and as of here, I'm actually done with the script. My bad, my tongue being tied again. Yeah, my bad, my tongue being tied again. What were you writing? It was a script for my yearly halfway Christmas story time. So as of here, I am getting... Oh, okay. And I'm doing this while I'm getting my reference. I have my reference locally, don't worry. This area. This area. Yes, this area. And yeah, I have the wrong view. Where I am with my own files, I have the wrong view. I need to remember where I am there. Yeah, I need to remember where I am there. And a bunch of people, but I didn't. But and a werebeast came out of it. But good news, she turned out okay. Bad news, we had to commit her. That's just at the main asylum somewhere. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. But I want to start off on the Twitter thing. Yeah, the Twitter thing. I'm gonna go in depth. I'm gonna be even further in depth on the update on the net sanity check. I'm gonna go further into that on the net sanity check, but here. But here I'll just show off what I did. That's what monstrosity you do, yeah. And thank you, assistant. Now, thankfully, he's less upset with me over this. Yes, it's the girl that had to kill off her own meme after enough harassment, far worse. So it ended up on her lap. Yeah, but legit. Hopefully she's still. Yeah, hopefully S is still okay there. Why are you saying this? Well, it's because of what I'm about to show. It's because of what I'm about to show up here. And I meant to put that. No, not here. We're not here. We're somewhere else. We're somewhere else. We're over there. Please, if the loss actually happens, hopefully not. I will draw a werevirus infected form early. I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that in the final. Assistant, I won't finish my food on purpose. No, I didn't. No, I did not finish my food on purpose. If the loss happened, so assistant had me patch her up after last sanity check. And yeah, yes, that was her head on the thumbnail I was wearing. Smiths, however, will have to have her committed. At least the healing went smoothly. This is very fun. This is very fun. So many thanks. Now, subtly turning into a werebeast form there. Essie, still many thanks for all of this. This is from the raw file of that illustration. However, getting out of that right now, and moving on to the other focus. And yeah, this other focus is pretty early. I didn't have too much to say. Of course, some things did repeat, but not too much to say. Didn't check out too much of anything. Well, except for Future's most recent novel, that was okay. Yeah, half of it was a shockingly rough listen, but the other parts were okay. Don't worry, I'm not playing 2018 back there. I will get copy nuked, and no one wants to hear that. Moving right along to here. This is my reference for my first Christmas outfit. However, I've mentioned this before. The main thing I want to change happened to be the boots here, or better yet, those aren't boots at all. Those are just sneakers. Those are just sneakers and leggings. Those end up being just sneakers and leggings instead of boots. But that and the crystals roaming and the green crystals roaming around, I'll likely replace those with something else. Other than that, everything looks cool here. Everything else is cool here. But here's one thing that I couldn't grasp just yet. I was gonna have a classic Santa cap on here. But I had no idea how to apply that to hats to AMI malls at the time there. And I know now you can't just throw them into you can't just throw them into Unity and try to get away with it. That's why I tried with some of my outfits, and that didn't work. Also, the time I revisited hair manipulation, the time I did revisit hair manipulation was when I learned that for this sort of for that sort of creation, the base hair has to be white first. Or when you try to change hair, that's gonna end up looking weird instead. So the main thing here is the boots. And they were thigh-high boots. I'm thinking still at the thigh highs or at the leg. Either or. Whichever may look better here. I want to keep this kind of dress for this outfit. Most of the other elements are good. However, as I've mentioned before, I wanted to include a hat but couldn't. I didn't know at the time. And yes, this was released my first year. I had to take a bit of time off to manage to get this thing done. It was fun, it was great. However, looking back at it, yeah, I definitely need to update this. You can see why. You can definitely see why. I just wore sneakers and leggings and passed them off as boots. Yeah, I need actual boots this time. And yeah, where is the... Oh yeah, the size is over there. The size is at 100 by default. Wow. The size is at 100 by default. Yeah, and as he's staring at me in this cell, wondering where the hell went wrong even after turning into a werebeast. I'm swapping out, don't worry. It should be a swapping out, don't worry. The thing that I was staring at earlier is here. You're good. Yes, right here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna look up the type of boots that are going on back there. Oh yeah, they're divided into functional and fashion. And those are different. Yeah, those are completely different. And they look more platinum style than the Western style. They definitely look more platinum style than Western style. No, actual knee high. There. their actual knee height versus thigh high. And that's the main, and that's actually the main focus of what I want to deal with. And I promised this brainstorm. And I've actually promised this brainstorm well until the family emergency happened. And I'm still going, and I'm going through with it now. And my tongue was in knots for a good few minutes. No, that was seconds, not minutes. And just fishnetting. The focus is boots and not stockings this time. This time. Where is that? There that is. No, I'm typing this first. I'm typing it first. All right, first off, no, not the current one. We've already seen the current one. No way. No, lace, it's not that one. Wait. Yeah, and they're gonna have similar placements. For example, the mallet on my shoe, that's gonna be kept. It's either gonna be at that same area or on top of the boots. On that area, on top of the boots, either the side of them or the actual top of them. On full display, either or. No, no, no. No, 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 no. So it's gonna be either or. And they won't be Western style, they'll be fashion style. But that's also part of fashion style, Menos. Maybe look at 1880 to 1960 era shoes. Okay. Thank you, Nate. And maybe more posh here, yeah. Oh yeah, I just noticed something wild. Now Matisse is getting their upgraded version to showing up in Nikkei's Gotcha soon. And congratulations. But yeah, it's permanent SSR. Permanent SSR, that's not limited. Yeah, that is not limited. 1880 and 1960 era shoes, yeah. Now I have to look in the. I've seen some examples. Yeah, I'll do my best to show off some examples without accidentally compromising the asylum. But I was looking at. Oh, there's also over the knee. Darn it. I was looking at one of the other areas I was going to reference for. Oh, not that area. Go to that area. Yeah, there is knee highs over the knee and then thigh highs there. That's the order. On looking up knee-high snow boots gives me... Oh, some of what I asked for. Yes, some of what I asked for. Yeah, that's just some of what I asked for. One of the examples I went for was this. Yeah, one of the examples I went for a possible look for is this with laces. And that's when considering laces. Without laces will most likely be like these. And that's just a few examples. And vintage looking ones. Oh yeah, this vintage looking ones. Closest one so far of the vintage looking one that happens to be this. And that's the closest so far. Definitely the closest to that bunch so far. It's looking for either vintage style or Victorian style. Victorian style is taken into account. The Victorian style is the pointy shoes. Those are definitely the pointy shoes there. What I'm dealing with currently has no points whatsoever. But the ones I've mainly been dealing with, but the closest I've been dealing with is this one, but plus the fluff. Is these type, but just the fluff as well. Either just the fluff or fluff with laces. Unless I may adapt to this kind as well. I may take this kind into account as well. But then again, that might mess me up, or would it? No, no, no. Zipper type, not zipper type. This is just for the, yeah, mind you, this is just for the boots. Personally, I want to keep this pattern dress as well. Everything else looks great. I was going for, once again, I was gonna go for a classic Santa cap there, but at the time, once again, I had no idea how to do that. I had no idea how to do any of that whatsoever. Yeah, I barely got the hang of installing frantic mode within the last few outfits. And I've also learned something was wrong with my yokata way earlier. Oh yeah, way earlier. Turns out there's an effect that turns some of your parts invisible. I didn't want that with this outfit, unfortunately. And I didn't know I had that until way later. After I was posing with it. Some more complicated poses I wasn't using. Some possible revamps could be... Oh yeah, I'll draw some examples too. Yeah, I'll draw some examples too. But mainly with 3 possible styles were there. And that's to replace these. At least that's my main mission there. Oh yeah, some boots have fluff on top, while others don't. I was gonna go for the ones with fluff on top. Okay, this one looks very good. This one looks very good. Where's that browser? No, not the other browser. That'll get me nuked. This browser. I was going with this effect for the fluff. Looking back, I think either over the knee or a knee high would be good here. Community goobers, the links were welcome. How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Don't worry, I went through the rough business. So now it's not just brainstorming about my own boots here. And yeah, this is for my first Christmas outfit, not the Christmas outfit I have on. Only thing I would change about that is the toggles. And by toggles, the hat on and off toggle. That's why I've had separate models with that. That's why I had separate models with that. The other one... The other one's a possible frantic mode. That would definitely be fun. My focus would be on the hat there, but that's not there. My focus is on the shoes currently. So I would like to go for. And yeah, I didn't plug it in. I forgot to plug it in. How you not plugging in? Why? There. Yeah, I don't know why I did not plug that in. Get all the shenanigans out of the way. Oh, fine, assistant. The fire assistant. There. Right here, the knee-high boots, I rather than think of the gardening boots. Because I might need to look that up too. You know, look that term up. I haven't seen that proper. Thanks for the copy assistant. That's true. I'll have to deal with that later. Back in place, not up in the air this time. Not up in the air or the ATV this time. Open that up again, thank you. Thank you. You don't look it up, I have to look that up. No, not there. Oh, those type. That's what I was looking for. Those type. Yeah, however, normally gardening boots happen to be of rubber. Although I've been looking at the fashion kind, not the other kind. Yeah, those definitely aren't gardening boots or... Oh, wait a minute. Not responding. Not responding. What went wrong? Yeah, plug them and plug back in. I think I might have plugged in the wrong thing. Hope I did not plug in the wrong thing. Oh good, I didn't plug in the wrong thing. And there we go. And there we go, that was rash. That's 100% rash. There's a button when I press that. Yeah, just a silly example. They're definitely shining all over if those were gardening boots. And I'm not rendering it either. That's what's wrong with you, exactly. So yeah. No, that one's myself. And that's 100% myself. And these are all examples I've shown. The closest example of such a thing was this one when I was looking at boulder shoes. If the zipper type, it could definitely be something like this. And Matt, I can definitely be on the ankle belt there. And it's this type of boot that I may need to deal with. Back to there. Oh yeah, the length is gonna depend. Definitely drawing some examples. Oh yeah, healed or no healed? Yeah, healed or no healed. Either or. Right back, okay. Get this stuff RES system, that's too early. I'm gonna burn my tongue live on stream. No, that's the wrong tool. There. Want the pen. Mine just all just practice. Well, upon the length, that's gonna depend. Just gonna have to deal with the length later, but no, wrong button. So I'm gonna have this be Exhibit A. possibly with fluff. Alright, for Exhibit B. No, I went too far back there. This is the zipper belt buckle idea. I better save this. So you had a boots brainstorm. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I still want to keep the fluff, but it's either there or no fluff at all. No. These can still get laces. So far, so good. She's basically adapted from the other one. It's that. Oh! Almost forgot. Alright. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to take a sudden interlude. But something's coming. I will be right back. Don't worry. All right, I'm back. I'm back. And for those just walking in, no, I did not trust Taco Bell too early in it and ended up getting explosive diarrhea. No, thank you. Wasn't the case. Once again, I hadn't been there in years. That's simply because my usual went from $10 to $15 up to $25 to $30 damn dollars. I had to quit there. From that, so far I like option B. Understood. Also, I need to think of what the badge gem should be. I like A and B so far. Understood. Yeah, and length is gonna depend. Or possibly an E based on one of them. A, B, C, D, or E. Could make an E that also doesn't have lace. Laces, not lace. That's something different. Menos, you gotta narrow it down. Like A, B, and D so far. The keyboard on my phone sucks. Got it. Yeah, B will be with fluff. No, that's too big. If I'm gonna do things that are kind of too big, that has to be off screen. Unfortunately, I'll get nuked everywhere. Unfortunately, I'll get nuked everywhere outside the agent sites. It's sadly not that period anymore that got ruined by legitimate crooks. Once upon a time, Twitch ended up having the best TS where you were able to get away with a tasteful, artful nudity. But them crooks had to ruin it. Some trolls did it to their own mouths for fun, but some legitimate crook and a certified, yeah, he was actually a certified creep there, and he managed to ruin it all. But that was how come that ended up getting borked. Okay, I'm running a poll everywhere here. And Star Poll, yes. YouTube can only have 4 options. Okay, which one of these do you like the least? Yeah, everyone. And I mean everyone. And that's as I check. YouTube, keep those likes going. Thank you so much for those. And Twitch and Kit keep being cool. Thank you guys so much. Let's just say Twitch clip that, okay? Oh. That's auto clip. That's auto clip in case of some things. Yeah, which do you like the least? He's straight up. Yeah, Twitch and Kick definitely keep being cool. Thank you guys so much. And they actually likes A, B, and D. C and E look like the weak links. And after this, personally... Yeah, after storming up all this, personally... E's the weakest link. Despite everything, E still looks like the weakest link. Because I like that style done with the B better than that, what the hell I did with E. Especially after what I've done with E. Now looks like we're gonna pick one. Since YouTube's polls only allow 4 options. Okay, which one's it gonna be? Or you could have just straw polled that. Yeah, or I could have just straw polled that. Kick the isn't it allowed polls for some odd reason. Yeah, some odd reason. Yeah, some very odd, very real reason that's somehow not allowed. But how's it not allowed? I don't know. Well, there's a bunch here. And there's the poll button. There we go. That's gonna go on for 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna have to choose one. And Kick is unable to choose just between Twitch and YouTube right now. After looking at everything, I'm feeling A and B the most. Although looking back, A may need more may need at least a bit more detail. Yeah, at least a bit. Definitely at least a bit more detail there. And on the side. Yeah, on the other hand, it looks great. Nate wants the second being A. Huh. Although some elements of some of the other letters, like the mat that's on top of the boot, I may be able to adapt that. I'm like A or D for me. Got it. Yeah, urchins have AB healed. Urchins have AB healed as well. This is Makami see manifested, yeah. Well, until someone breaks the tie. Well, yeah, unless someone actually breaks the tie. Not much on the timer left on Twitch's end. Thank you, assistant. It's definitely going to be needed. Looking back, I'm already putting detail on D. Although it could have a mix of A and D. Like A or D, the secondary being A. Yeah, also really like A too. Prepare yet. Let's just straight reference the old version like this. Yeah, it should be around too. Do you want that poll, but okay. Going on for a few more minutes. Yeah, the phone's gonna go on for a few more minutes. Okay, I found around between A and D. Now I've actually added some more detail on that. Maybe a gem to reference the previous. The gem most likely a reference the previous one. Remember, A looks like this. While D looks like this. So it's going to be either A or D. Oh yeah, that's far from the only one where I don't have heals whatsoever, by the way. And they're definitely in the... And the Padoru outfits are level healed. Yeah, they're level healed. That's just between the A and D. And just between A and D, and don't worry, these are timed. Oh, that means Express commercial art book show up. Oh, sweet. Menos, never mind that. Yeah, never mind that. Just a sneak peek, and yeah, the plushie happens to be her avatar. Gonna flashbang into this. Oh, the plushie happen to be her avatar when streaming sometimes. Didn't know if this would end up being her human form, or so I'm guessing. But which human form? This human form. Yes, it's human form. Yeah, that's in case anyone's wondering. Yeah, that's 100% in case anyone was wondering what I was staring at. But the human and the plushie is cute here. Yeah, but none of that. For further details, A versus D. Ki, Ji, Hach, Nana, Roku, Go, Ryo, San, Ni, Ich. And I'll end here. At the final round, A1 over D. No, I want it here. A1 over D this time. So A's the winner here. Kind of saw just a hair clip or a hat or an actual hat this time. I was thinking of the classic Santa cap, but I may have to do it with other accessories, or is it that, or so for designing. By the way, the rest may look the same except for the diamonds. Yeah, except for likely the diamonds, might end up getting rid of those. I might want some hair accessories here. Or a tiny Santa hat as an accessory. Either or. So yeah, the boots I want to deal with are definitely gonna be this style. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be in this style. And looking back, they'll definitely look either good as either knee highs, or thigh highs, or over the knee. But looking back, this might be over the knee at most. Yeah, those might be over the knee at most. And yeah, I did not have the idea of any additional accessories until right here. I was too focused on my own legs to deal with what's going to be on top of me. Thank you, assistant. That was a rough one. Oh yeah, I forgot I can have the name here. So, yeah, first Padoru hair accessory brainstorm. Yeah, for the hair accessory brainstorm. Ah, not there. Oh yeah, and line color and fill color for the speech balloons. I'm definitely going to keep raw versions of my comics just in case. Especially in case of certain panels. You've heard of panels being good enough to be their own piece of art. And some people have exploited that, don't worry. Last scene in this case was a merry-go-round with the Let's End in the World. Yes, he's the artist of that series. He was selling one of the other some of the other extremely lewd ones at eBay. But it's either one of those for me or one of the more injury related ones in my case. A cool looking enough picture of someone being injured will definitely sell, but that depends on the crowd. If I go back there, the panel would just be no. I'm back at voted A. A actually won. And thank you so much. Yeah, I did miss the voting, however. Understood. Yeah, that meant someone else picked A. Hey, after redefining both A and D. But I'm definitely gonna have to do a few hair accessories too. The hair accessory brainstorm. Warren Foot in my absence. I thought exposed someone else. Whoever that was, many thanks. Hey, links were checked already. He happens to be a VIP on Twitch, and that means he's there globally. He's at that state globally. He's allowed to suggest me things. Must destroy ourselves spreading eagle. No, not on stream. Non-stream, I have to be paid for that. No, I need to label this first. Ah. And no, not Custodia's. And no, not Custodia's cap. I already heard what people did with that. I know I'm able to stomach backrooms worthy things. Not backroom, not bathroom. Damn it. I'm able to some backrooms level things, but yeah. Built with man chatter is definitely one of them. Maybe a pin of your wear form. Maybe a pin of your wear form. Oh, good idea. First off, okay, small wear form pin, Santa cap. If you've seen what I've done with the Pokemon Champion stream, a hat and a Mega Ring on my ear. So that explains that. That one was actually fun. We would do that again. Removable pins would be good. Yes, there would be a removable. Yes, they'd be toggleable. Yeah, matlat shaped handles like my witch form. Yeah, like my Halloween witch form. Cosby used to do references like the chat, chats on my characters. Yeah. Yeah, like have the pin also change alongside my hair. Yeah, like have the pin also change alongside my hair with those references. And that's if that's gonna be done as well. The color changeable matlat shaped handles could also have that. Could also have that too. And the reference that took over were the very first Pretty Cure. Yeah, the outfits of the very first Pretty Cure. And looking back, I may want to look at their Matt's heart forms now. Also, I was thinking about that Cullfish joke with the hair doing patterns. Yeah, actually looking that up again. And yes, I'm gonna spend my own marbles. Yeah, I don't know how to refund other people's marbles or actually give people marbles. Yes, soundboard is on. Where is that? There that is. I have it on my actual soundboard, but I'm actually going to be paying for my own redeem. Don't worry, that works. But so, why did that not work? Why did that not work? Why? I thought that was there. Yeah, I actually checked that soundboard there. I thought that was there. I'm sure I was there. No, things just had to happen.
I told you, don't look it up!
That was actually in context to that. The context was that hat thing. And I believe I have a full clip of him crashing out after somebody actually looked up the hat thing with Castori. And yes, Castor Autoria. The fake Camelot Astor Autoria. Yes, the fake Camelot Castor Autoria. Yes, her. I believe I did file that under rage. Yeah, I filed that under rage. It's not under rage. And that is not under rage. It's under something else, not rage. It's not disgust either. It's under told you so. Yeah, that was under told you so. And yes, the context was actually... yes, someone actually looked up Castodia's the semen hat thing. Someone actually looked it up and they had buyer's remorse. How could you have buyer's remorse on that? Well, you looked it up. Crossfire, welcome. Hope everything's well. Yeah, and that's gonna play. I double clicked that.
I told you, don't look it up!
No, that was the actual soundbite, not the other thing. I told you so. Oh, I said you looked it up. That one's the video version.
I told you, don't look it up! I was like, Castoria is too precious. She's too sweet. I don't know who. It is like the meanest thing I've ever seen anybody do to such a sweet character, dude. She's such a sweetie pie. She's so nice. And someone... I can't believe it. Whose idea was it? I'm folding them. Look, whoever it was, I don't have a camera anywhere, but look, I'm pointing on my screen. Look, buddy, I'm gonna find you at Anime Expo next year, and I'm gonna slide you for real. You better have security guards.
1,000 details full crash after someone actually looked that up. Also, Crossfire, hope everything's well with you. I had no idea why that was in haywire. I had no idea how that went haywire there. Can I actually describe what was there? Someone actually drew Castoria putting on her own hand. It was full of jizz. And far worse has happened with other characters. Don't worry. Far worse. I mean, I am able to stomach backrooms level stuff, but that one's up. But that one's up there. No, back there. Over here. Maybe a bow of some kind. Maybe a bow of some kind. Would that work? Would that work? That may not work for this one. Yeah, that could work. That may not work for this one. Yeah, and I'm gonna actually draw that out. Possible drawings, don't worry. Yeah, that is big. Hmm. Hmm. No, no, over there. Don't worry, this is just a brainstorm. This is just practice. So if this could be A, the other could be... Let's copy this. Yes, that accessory might be changeable. Maybe have these be like ornaments. Or maybe have the hair accessories be like ornaments here. I know I'm not on mirror mode this time. Although this is an instance where I should be. Yeah, this is an instance where I should be. An alien mallet, perhaps. I'm trying to go for an ornament, went with this way. Tried to go for an ornament, went this way. Oh no! I forgot. Is this pin all of its? Is the pin all of its suggestions? Yeah. or similar to the compass. Yeah, or similar to the compass, but aw, man. That went wrong. That went wrong on this side. Yeah, on this side, that ended up going extra wrong. No, not there. Just the ruler, thank you. Or better yet, just the compass shape is fine. Yeah, just the compass shape. I was thinking of ornaments while I was dealing with that. Yeah, while I was thinking that, I was thinking the ornaments. If I could change that, I could change that. Those could I could change that. Those could easily be hooks on my hair, but yeah, these are more likely used for. These are more likely used for Christmas tree ornaments too. However, those look similar like my... Sorry. Thank you, assistant. Thank you, thank you. Whatever I was trying to get over, that's I hadn't. I'm sorry, alright, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, assistant. No, I'm actually adjusting this. What area? This area. Were you having a season fit? Yeah, I was. That happened earlier too. Yeah, unfortunately that did happen earlier too. That was quite a sneezing fit. I did go out before this. And did get myself a TV dinner. Yeah, I don't have the mirror thing on. Yeah, especially since this is that might end up messing up that thing. Yeah, that might end up messing up that thing. That was like it did the other thing when I tried it. Most of the time it has not failed me. The one time it does, it was painful. It was painful and sickening. But yeah, sneezing, but that was sickening. Yeesh. Maybe I should not have gone outside for this night. Maybe I shouldn't have gone outside for this night. The one said grass at that ends up having me do this. It had to be on this night. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Those will either be classic belts or ones with eyes. The other's a compass. Yeah, then again, classic belt might be good there instead. Classic belt might definitely be good there instead. I already have Or has something like that here as a belt buckle there. As a main belt buckle there. Menos to supply to these two. Okay. Alright, which one ended up looking better? Okay, which one ended up looking better? And yes, I'm pulling that one. Nate's already picked A. Sadly, can't vote, but still keep it up. Thank you guys so much. Twitch meanwhile. Okay, which accessory set? This is between A and B. Yeah, that's between A and B. Looking back, I could have done what I did for the belt buckle there, but that turns out that idea was better. And that also adapts to which accessories. I was thinking ornaments on the B, however, they thought that was alien type. Because he thought those were antennae. Wouldn't be shocked if that idea was cooked up. Would not be shocked whatsoever. The small wear form pin is Santa Cat color changeable. And same effect can happen with the bell on ears, and yes, those are gonna be detachable, don't worry. Those are gonna be detachable toggles, don't worry. Although maybe just one part I may have that's gonna have to stay. That's one part is the eye color and the cap that's gonna have to stay red within these parts. I'm gonna have to have multiple parts within. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to have multiple parts within this hair accessory. But just one section is gonna be color changeable. And that's with just one section being color changeable. And that would be the body. Those could also be gold bands. Those could also be white bands. And gold just like this. Or better yet, white might be better there. Yeah, looking back, white definitely would look better there. Alright, time's up. Alright, time's up. A swept here. And I forgot to say that whole time. That was dangerous. I was brainstorming with my life on the line there. First the Goo Goo Babe is now this. And yeah, it's very few of that. Yeah, last crook that tried had her face removed. It was the other that did it that time. Not the other time, that was just her lips removed. The other time was face removed, and that was the other one that defended me. So Nate, tell her I said thanks. Oh, thank you, assistant. I forgot to close down YouTube's end. And there we go. Went over why I had to deal with assistant's copy. Okay, recap. If you're wondering what that first part is, it was this fan art. But still asking many thanks. The second part, yeah, but that one's relevant from here. The second part was to brainstorm with what's gonna go on with my shoes here. A ended up being the winner here. After a rough spot between A and D. Personally, I liked how I designed A bit more. I think I like the design of A bit more here, and I'm glad that won it. I'm glad it won everyone over. The second was the accessories. And I managed to cook all that up while I was working on the boots. And in my mind, it was just the boots. Actually, I didn't care. But now this is much more fulfilling. Yeah, now this is much more fulfilling. So that's gonna be the updated parts of this outfit. And yeah, I'm thinking of getting rid of the crystals. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting rid of the crystals. That might be that might look good. But what would that look like? Yeah, but what would that look like? Import, yeah. Import image. Oh, good, it's there. That's not betraying me. Oh, good, that's not betraying. I know I'm zooming it. I know I'm zooming in back there, but that's for good reason. Hear me out. That mouse is zooming into your whole crotch. I know. Yeah, but hear me out on what I'm about to do. It definitely hear me on what I'm about to do. What's that gonna look like with that room of Hummer? Okay, that's a spy I don't want. That's a spy I don't want missing. No way, that's a spy I do not want missing. Okay, and fully heart this time. Okay, still with the diamonds or without the diamonds? I've zoomed in my feet for several minutes. I'm zooming at my head for, and zooming my head for unfortunately only half the time. But I have to deal with this area. Now, this is with diamonds and without the diamonds, and I've actually relocated the diamond. I'm actually gonna relocate to the diamonds to. Yeah, I'm gonna relocate to the diamonds to my boots. Since A1, I could easily add, and since the mat line is up there, I could easily add the diamonds there. I could easily add another diamond at the side. Or would that be too much? That may or may not be too much. And looking back, that was a great idea. It's just 5 diamonds under there instead of the diamonds that would be here. Yeah, but so what do you guys think? Yeah, keep the diamonds or lose them. Yeah, I know I'm making Kit cry, but oh well. At least you guys still have sanity check. Twitch is not for a good ass reason. And yeah, especially for good ass reason. By the way, I did remove the age gate from 51.1. From sanity check 51.1. There's something that I had to cover. Thankfully, I was good. Yeah, I got too curious, ended up going to Goonsville back there and did not cover the tracks. Wait, there's no time for this. I have to show up for that sanity check. Only for me to accidentally not cover my tracks there. Okay, about the... Okay, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes about the diamonds. Wait, the diamonds are the things on a belt. It's these diamonds. No, not the things on the belt. Those look too great. It's about these diamonds. Yeah, might as well get the diamonds on there. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's those diamonds, and those went across me. Those went across me and even went back. But looking back, yeah, I was thinking of whether to lose the diamonds or keep the diamonds. Don't worry, the votes in separate places count. I wasn't a huge fan of them. Okay. Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about. Yeah, should I keep the diamonds or lose the diamonds? The diamonds were good, but yeah. But now they're just gonna be on my boots. And now they're just gonna be on my boots like so. If they're on a belt, that would make more sense to me. But those end up being part of the dress. Yeah, those end up being part of the dress instead of the belt. And this is what it looked like if we lost them, and this is if we kept them. Okay, the 2 minutes are up. Okay, time's up there. I'm gonna have to put that up for there. Ah, that'd be the missing link. I think I'm the only person going on YouTube's end and got it. So anyone on Twitch's end? And I've seen a few, but nobody. I've seen a few, but they're just lurking. And the bright side is I did get to use them as a timer. I did end up having to get to use them as a timer. Was there voting, I mean? Yeah, no votes there. But this means the diamonds are gonna move to... this means the diamonds are just gonna move to the boots. Or... So I'm just a sole voter there. There was someone else. If there was someone else on the other poll. But I had no idea you were gone. I had no idea you were gone for a bit until there. However, these will look more plain without the diamonds. This will look far too plain without the diamonds, so that's why I'm gonna have to move the diamonds there. And have them be this color. I may as well have them be this color. Menos starts to make rambling and starts to fill a void of her, basically. Normally I don't have assistant intervene until it's a total tie. Yeah, unless it's a total tie, I won't have assistant to intervene. But the diamonds break up the uniformity of the dress here. He understood. And then there's the boots. I ended up putting the diamonds on the boots, so they may not be relevant for there. But the studs on the belt. The studs on the belt could work. Like, we don't see the boots like 99% of the time during the streams anyways. Yeah, but I was super dissatisfied with them there, so that's why I wanted to change them. Or just get rid of diamonds here, but... Or just have that be, or just have the soul diamond be there. Then again, no way. I may as well have this on. I may as well have this matte lad on this part of the boot instead. At the moment, I'm only able to see her top or upper half. Yeah. Most of the time, you're just gonna see my upper half. But I was this dissatisfied with the lower half of my first Padoru model, so that's why I'm doing this. Stupid typos, yeah. Then again, being tongue-tied is still worse. Yeah, I've known that struggle all too well. I may as well just stitch the diamonds and go here. Or just do it like this. If I'm not gonna deal with the diamonds anymore. I have the holly be over there. Never mind the holly, though. I may as well do this since I'm ditching the diamond. I'm actually ditching the diamonds. Is this any better? Yeah, hopefully that's any better. Yeah, I feel like this one's much better. Or just reference them in another, or just reference the diamond in another way. Yeah. It's either this way or, yeah. This way, or better yet, this way. Yeah, the first one way was much better. Because now these studs are going to reference the belt. And the mallow will be on top of here instead of the other area. There, that's final on the boots. Once again, mouse are not gonna see that the most of the time, but yeah, I was that dissatisfied. Yeah, I was that dissatisfied with the boots over here over time. May have gained other ideas when I show this other areas anyway. Especially the some areas that are keen on art. Thankfully, I still do those areas, especially including the ones where that was on Assistance Account, but accidentally ended up making it to mine instead. And I said, "Ah, fuck it, I'll stay here on this account instead." There's still many thanks. And don't worry, I'm prepared for the absolute roasting when I'm dropping this. Someone draw Menos' toe. Since they're gonna be full boots. Well, since they're gonna be full boots. Could just end up with long stocks or stirrups there. Or long stirrups there. Although there is some tinkertry I'm gonna have to do in that case. If frantic mode is gonna be that extensive. That's if it's gonna be that extensive. Everything else is cool. So its focus is gonna be the loss of the diamonds, the boot revamp, and adding accessories. That's gonna be the main thing when I revamp this outfit. When I revamp this outfit at hand. Yeah, with all that. Oh yeah, I had this was what it looked like with the diamonds gone. So yeah, with all that. Yeah, we're done with the brainstorm. Gotta stop drawing a nice kinky pour on me as I having sex with nuts of all things. Oh, hell no. Yeah, some people have drawn themselves like that, and I'm not above that. Don't worry. I'm not above that. Yeah, it'll just be that time assistant caught me with Enterprise. It'll definitely just be that time with... Thankfully, assistant saw far worse. Yeah, the both of us ended up being involved in that cult before I got committed. So we've definitely seen far worse. Don't worry, we won't get to that this time. Where is that area? Yeah, there's that area. Yeah, let's just go to my room. Anyone else anyone wants to talk about? Oh yeah, assistant did. Yeah, the last sub hentai assistant saw. That was when he first logged in, and he said, "You know, what would be perfect with this? Yeah, cow brandings. Yeah, painful looking cow brandings."
Do not renege! Do not renege!
That one was less rough than some of the other work, so I may as well. That one is less rough than some of the other works that artist did, so I'm gonna have to put. So I may end up putting that in. Yeah, so I may end up putting that in. Wait, and where? In that other room. Oh yeah, vanilla lobby instead of back rooms. That instead of back rooms there. So I'm gonna have to deal with all that instead of back rooms. Yeah, especially instead of back. Well, for now. And that artist is normally backrooms level. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. Yeah, where's that area? Oh yeah, there's that area. Cannot see her name over a Nurkos Draconian, not allowed to use this stuff, which is why I censor her name back there. Got it. I don't know who in their right mind would do Melita anyways. The poster in the living room was with his blessing. Don't worry. And the only thing that I have that I unable that I did not feature yet was Mana's figurine. Mana Draken's figurine. And yes, it's the very bottom in this living room. Oh, and I think assistant sent me that. Yeah, I think assistant sent me, yeah, assistant sent me that. At vanilla lobby this time. And someone actually liked assistant school. Painful, fresh-looking cow brands. I told him that'll still cost extra. He didn't mind. But Menos, that's still a good level. That's not. That's not. Painful injuries are allowed. Painful injuries are allowed, but that's just the back rooms. And specifically when the gore gets bugged, it's disallowed. However, injuries are allowed. I don't know. Okay, which one of you is the psycho here? Yeah. One of them is staff, the other happens to be, the other is the committed. From Nate, it's actually not draconian, but I like that he did, but I'm like, yeah, he did get mad over me doing a joke that one time, and that emphasizes people who couldn't use his stuff. So I normally don't, except for a very rare case. It's kind of why the key jokes there have pretty much died off, besides me doing the peach and key as a reference there. Also, I couldn't believe I'm knocking down the door. I was like, cut that! That was a joke. Yeah, that last one was a Nate's joke right there. Don't worry. Yeah, what's with her first? Yeah, oh yeah, never mind that. Yeah, her clawing off someone's face wasn't a problem. She actually defended me there. Thank you so much, Yadam. Yeah, thank you so much. And that's just gonna be rough. And now she's certainly going to be referenced in one of my hair accessories. Hopefully the color change thingy works on that end. Yeah, I'm not joking. It was actually me being jokingly antagonistic playing as y'all and being what angered him at the time. I'm all understood. So yeah, it was a crack involving Yum that caused that. I'm very sorry to hear that, Nate. I know you meant well, don't worry. I do attempt to avoid causing conflict or drama. Before him and I hadn't talked. But to be fair, him and I have not talked in like 4 months since of here. Yeah. He's thankfully doing fine. And I've managed to talk to him. I managed to talk to him earlier this week. Oh yeah, it's not just this one. I'm just the Yukata model will have to be a simple fix, mainly because I forgot about that effect that makes certain parts invisible if you want it to. Yeah, I hope he's doing well. Oh yeah. He is thankfully. Last time I checked was super recent, so he is thankfully. Now with all the other shenanigans. Yeah, I actually never met Malice when joking around. Got it. Yeah, all the firearms, I've never met any Malice whatsoever. That was actually because I thought they were fun, or if I loved them. I think it has been kind of odd putting that right after I went from purple tier to green tier. Here, got it. Not much else from that area. With all that said and done, since I am fully back, I'm gonna have to prepare for next week's schedule. That's also why I now use a /J to indicate jovial or joking. Yeah, I've actually picked that up from you too. I've actually managed to pick that up from you too. It's at the cost of planker accusations, but that's a cost I'm willing to pay. That is indeed a cost I'm willing to pay. And I'm definitely gonna have to prepare for next week. I think I'm gonna have to call it right here. So everyone, man, thanks for everything. Thanks for watching this. And yes, the very next night will be on the Sunday as of this recording, and it's our weekly, Valkyrie drive. And yeah, things have gotten rougher since. Things have definitely gotten rougher since in the story. So definitely looking forward to see that. Also, stuff with the other modes. Also, last part was HK for good reason. I forgot to take Miday's clothes into account. Branko was wearing Miday's clothes. Miday does not wear bras whatsoever. But some lingerie pieces take account to that. That's why I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to get that one for safekeeping. Okay. I go from green, aren't you know it's lurking here? Yeah, that's a joke from Nate. But yeah, I'm done from here. It's still good to be back after quite a rough bit of time. Yes, man, thanks for everything. Thank you for watching this. And as always, it's Prude Dark Ritual. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe in case you want to see more. Definitely give me a follow on Twitch and Kickstarters as well. But if you want to support me further, a tip starts in the description and a link tree. I'll put you in the part record videos, come up with some other cool stuff back at Discord's Golden Room as well. And that's if you're there. Oh yeah, and please ring any notification bells if you must, because yeah, the Sabbats alone is just as rough as figuring out the Diamond Twin Eye style the year you actually put that out. Yeah, and that was the year I actually put that out. That was a year one costume, by the way. It was fun making it. But yeah, looking back, that was actually one of the things looking back, and yeah, I might want to get rid of that too. And I'm glad I got feedback on all that. But that's enough. Until next time, be seeing ya. Many thanks! This is much more good than black paint. Like, oh. Survey, feel free to search if you can. I have a super long streak with the usual target. That might not end up being him. Well, unless if someone has enough marbles to send me either hell or heaven. And there are funny times it could have sent me straight to hell. Thankfully, that's not the case. Yeah, thankfully, that's not the case. Oh, he's here. He's detected. Yeah, my streak lives. Yay, my street lives. Mm-hmm. No, not the old type who's wear rabbit, right? No, not that one. Pick something better. Yeah, that much better. Yeah, that one's okay. That's better. Okay, much better. You'll touch July Dwarf Rabbit rate commencing. Oh, where was that long ass streak? There was this long ass streak. Hey, that was our usual guy for a while. Might as well go back to him. Feel free to stay a little Raging Golden Eagle if you wish to, but that's only if you wish to. On that note, I hope to see you guys on Sunday. So until then, many thanks! Yeah, and still no smoking out there. No thank you. Counting the milk, but not the cigs. I don't promise that. No way.